Alright, Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. No honors be to the apostles and the elders, great most honorable well. Peace, blessings, salutation be to the hopeful elect. Alright, Lord, let this lesson is edifying to the lambs of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which is the entire purpose of this video. Alright, this is the book of Sirach, or also known as Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 13. And it says, "Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city." So when I had read this, one thing that had came to mind is Esau. We already know we're not to deal with, with these heathens on, we don't deal with heathens on no type of level like that. We don't even deal with non-believers like that. We try to, like it says down here, verse 16, well, I'll start at 15, "Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. And let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glorying be in the fear of the Lord." So it said, let just men eat and drink with thee. So we constantly have ourselves, surrounded and around, men of the Lord, men of a like mind. And that's how it should be. But we know, especially with 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon, Satan, being Esau, Edom, we're to be watchful of this man, because we know that he has nothing good in store for us in the near future. We understand that this man wants to take away our lives presently, like it says. And unfortunately so, majority of our people are not going to keep far from that man. And they're going to realize very soon that he is the devil the Bible speaks of, and he will mess you up. All right, you look at all the different things that he's been poisoning, that he's polluting, that he's purposefully jacking you up with, and it should be no surprise why the scriptures tell you in Sirach 12 and 10 to never trust your enemy. Okay? Because this devil is not looking out for your best interest. In fact, he's trying to disconnect you from your power. He's trying to break down your bodies physically. He's trying to break down your mind. He's trying to break your spirit. He's trying to do nothing for you except evil. All right, he has no intentions to do good but harm. All right, but I'm gonna read that again. Sirach 9 and 13. It says, "Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill." So you gotta keep distance from this man. You gotta pay attention to the way he's moving. Because like that terminology, snakes in the grass. Because right now we can see him. The Lord has given us the ability to be able to see. Our grass is cut low, but if you aren't in these prophecies, if you aren't dealing with the scriptures, if the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai is not with you, like majority of our people, they're not paying attention to the snake in the grass. So before they know it, it's going to get to their leg, and it's going to bite them. And they're going to fall over in agony and pain, and they're going to die a terrible death. And then that's just the reality of it. Okay? But it says, "So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death." And we know in Habakkuk 2, that's what this man brings with him everywhere he goes, is death. Okay? Because it says, whose desire is as hell and is as death. I believe it's the 4th or 5th verse in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. All right, it says, "And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently." And that reminds me of just, moving with wisdom, especially dealing with police. If you ever happen to get pulled over, or just in general, if, a police officer you may be on a street or something walking, and, a police officer comes up to you, whatever, you just need to make sure that you're being wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You need to make sure that you're agreeing with your adversary quickly. All right, like I believe it was Yahweh Shai told us to do. Because like it says, make no fault. So you gotta, really examine yourself when you're around this devil, especially, Edomites that have some sort of authority. Because if you're acting like a damn fool around a police officer, or you're not complying to just show your ID or whatever, or to step out the car, this and that, like it says right here, at least he take away thy life presently. He'll be quick to take your life, man. If he tells you to keep your hands on the wheel and you go down and reaching all up in the glove box, it can happen. That's why, just in general, we got to agree with our adversary quickly. We got to apply these scriptures. We got to, be wise serpent, harmless as doves with everything. Okay? Because this man will take advantage of our slip-ups. It says, at least you take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares. There's traps laid all out, all throughout Babylon, for Israelites to get caught up in, especially mental snares, different philosophies and ideologies that may appeal to, simple-minded Jake. And they get caught up in it, and they realize that they can't get out. It says, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. Right, so I basically just wanted to get that. I mean, that's basically the point. I mean, to be honest, trying to think if there's another one. Actually, I might as well get this. Go a little bit more into that man that has, because this man is very carnal, bro. Esau is a murderer, and it actually tells you that. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill. And by kill, it means murder. Because murder and kill is not the same thing. When the scriptures say, thou shalt not kill, it's talking about murder. Murder is an unjust taking of somebody's life. Okay, so if somebody's just in their house and you just run up into their house and kill them, that's murder. But if somebody, back in the day, not today, because that goes into what I'm saying, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Understand that not everything's expedient. Back in the day, if you broke a law that was punishable by death, you get put to death. You get killed, not murdered. Okay, you get killed. If you murdered somebody and somebody takes your life, they killed you justly. It's not murder. You see, it just depends on the scenario, the circumstances of how it happened. Like even dealing with war, because it says that David, King David had killed his tens of thousands, right? I believe it's the Philistines. That's not murder. It's acts of war. The same rules don't apply to certain things, and it's not in a hypocritical sense. It's just in a sense of scenario and how it went down, why it went down, what happened, basically. All right, but this is Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And that that's talking about Esau, okay? And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So he was blessed with the sword. That's how he received the fatness of the earth. He received the fatness of the earth, okay? He received the fatness of the earth through that sword. You understand? So you definitely got to watch this man, bro. Because we've seen what he's done. Because I talked about it in the last lesson. You had Israelites over here, and Jake being the merciful creature that they are, Esau took advantage of that, and he took away their lives quickly. He slaughtered our people, man. So we gotta, we know what this man is. We know he's a devil. We know he's wicked. We know he's trying to destroy us, man. Mentally, physically, spiritually. So we gotta be on watch. And that's why we tell our people, Esau is about to come down with great wrath. All right, so us knowing that, we should keep our distance metaphorically speaking. Now, of course, you're not, we may live or, work around Edomite. That's a different stuff. But in terms of metaphorically speaking, in terms of mentally, we need to stay far away from these devils, man, because they're about to come down with great wrath. We need to make sure that we are clinging, that we are cleaving unto Yahweh by Shemel Shai. All right, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's what's going to cause these drastic measures. All right, he's going to come down with these draconian laws at a rapid pace. You see, as he already has been so far as we can see, and he's starting to amp up. You see, Red Bull is giving this man wings. He's starting to take off. And pretty soon he's going to lay down he's laying down the hammer with his laws, his legislations, and he's about to be laying down the hammer physically too. Martial law, man, kicking doors in, shooting people, throwing people in concentration camps. These things are real. They're in the scriptures. We bring them out. So you can't, when hell breaks loose, you can't come up to us and say, this and that. Well, why didn't you tell us? Or we did. Every Saturday, every day we made a video. We've been telling people, man, from the apostle elders on down. This is nothing new that's being talked about in the earth. Okay? I mean, even with YouTube alone, the apostles have been on YouTube since what, 07? That's over 10 years right there. That was what, 14 years ago? So come on, man. There's no excuses as to why you don't know who the devil is and why you don't know what's coming, why you don't know what you should do. Because that's the thing about the apostles and elders, the prophets. They don't just present the problem. Because conspiracy theorists, they may know certain things, but they'll just present problems. They won't actually give you solutions that are worth a damn. If they do give you a solution, which is very few of them, it's going to be a carnal solution, such as prepping. But that's not going to save you. The prophets are giving you the problem and the solution to avoid those things. Okay, which is why in 2nd Ezra 9 it tells you about those who escape those perils, all right, those calamities, roughly paraphrasing, who were saved from those things. Because they followed the solution they were given and they cleaved unto the Lord. And the Lord delivered them. All right, this man's about to come down with great wrath, but the Lord is going to deliver his elect. All right, and I'm actually get this and close out. It's like, I don't mean to make this long and drawn out. I don't Jake, their attention span, my attention span. I don't know why I'm talking about them. My attention span myself. That's how I know our attention span, lacks sometimes. But this Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory, which is the western hemisphere, which is primarily where the elect are at, in North America, in Babylon the Great. But you got the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. All right? And his glory from the rising of the sun, which the sun sets in the west and rises where? In the east. Okay? When the enemy shall come in like a flood is a raging, you can't avoid a flood. Especially flash floods. A flood will come out of nowhere. It'll be fast. It'll be rushing water. It will pull you under. The weight of the water will crush you. You'll drown, But it says what? The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So the men of the Lord, they're going to receive spiritual power. They're going to be delivered. They're going to, witness miracles on a level never seen before, which everybody really is. But starting with the men of the Lord, man, they're going to be a part of those. They're going to be doing miracles. They're going to be a part of miracles, So we don't need to worry about that flood. We just need to worry about pleasing the Lord and fulfilling our whole duty as men of the Lord, as Israelites, which is Ecclesiastes 12:13. All right, fear God and keep his commandments, for this the whole duty of man. All right, so Lord, glad this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Archa HaKodesh. The honors be to our apostles and our elders, great millstone, to rule well. Peace, blessing, salutations be to the hopeful elect. That says Shalom, Mo'afil Ba.